All right, here we go. This is a tough one for me because it's kind of a strange question. Do I need a recruiting website? And the answer is not so cut and dry. It's not so black and white. I'm just going to be honest with you in this section. I've been honest with you in every other one, but I just really want to sit back and just relax with you in this one. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm trying to talk to you a little bit about it. Do you need a recruiting website? And again, we're not talking about putting up your own domain and going to GoDaddy or whatever. We are talking about NCSA. We're talking about NSR, National Scouting Report. We're talking about, we're going to talk about field level. We're going to talk about Captain U sports recruits. We're going to talk about personal recruiters as well. My recruiting solutions with Kara Hill, Dennis Roselle, sports consultant, varsity athlete, prep athletes. Several of you guys use different ones. And the question to me I get asked is, do I need to pay this? Because a lot of you guys are telling me that you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars to these people. I haven't had much contact with the large firms like the NCSAs or the Captain U's or the sports recruits. Actually, I was a club director a year, and they called me, and they do a great job. But if you're paying a lot of money to these national places that you don't know who they are, it's going to be a case-by-case basis. I have recruited NCSA. I have gone on there and said 2016 middle. I think I went on there, or 2014 middle. When I first got the job at Belhaven, I got the job in April. So I had to try to find people, and that's where I went. I went onto these national recruiting websites. So there are coaches that use them a lot. So I don't want to discount them. But I just want to put a caveat to you before we get into this and before I get going through all my things here. I want you to take a look at return on investment. It's called ROI. It's a business term that is used a lot. What is your return on investment? Now, again, a lot of you guys are talking about $100,000 a year or $100,000 for a 4-year scholarship. And if you have to pay $1,000 to get $100,000, it's a pretty great return on investment. But what are these people doing for you? I was approached by a person, a national scout for one of the big websites one time when I was coaching high school. And they asked me about one of my players that I'm fairly positive is not good enough to play in volleyball in college. I know it. I knew it then. And I was wondering why he was there, and he said, well, I've been told I need to come over here and recruit this girl. And to be honest with you, she was the first letters. Her last name started with an A. So he came up and he asked me about her. And it seemed to me that he just read our roster and he just picked the first person that stepped out to him. And that's who he wanted to target to try to sell his services to. And if you have people that are trying to sell you on their service and not about getting you and being a teacher to you as well, if they recommended this course to you, if they wanted to add value to you, those are the type of people that you need. So as we get started in this, I'm taking the longest time to introduce this chapter because I think it's I have a lot of friends that work for a lot of these things, okay? So I don't want to come out here and tell you that they're all bad because some of them are great. And I'm going to tell you about a couple of those in just a little bit, okay? So I want to address to you real quick the first question. Recruiting websites, do I need them? My answer simply is, I don't know. I need to know more about you. If you're not a great athlete, they can definitely be helpful. But if they're asking for your kidney in return for their services, they better be by your side all the time. And they better be selling you and not just putting your video up on a website and then forgetting about you and cashing your check. People that care about you, people that truly want to know about who you are and what you're looking for, yes, you need those. National websites are not all the end all. They are not an automatic, and nobody's going to give you 100% guarantee that you're going to play college volleyball. So when you ask me, do I need them? It really is a case-by-case basis. If you're not getting a lot of information, you're not getting a lot of people, I would recommend putting it up there. But again, my number that I would probably say is not much more than about $100 to $150 I would spend on a national website. Now, again, if people tell you that they are going to invest in you, that's great. But I get emails and I get lists and lists from these national websites, and some of these girls do not fit with Belhaven. I'm looking for somebody that fits with me. So do you need them? I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I know that's the easy way out. If you can financially afford it, they will be helpful. I don't know about the return on investment. What I would do is ask somebody that's used them before and see how they did. Maybe ask the coach of a school that you're talking to and ask them if they ever use blank.com website or blank.org. Okay? I just want to be honest with you. I don't want to sell you anything. I don't get money from any of these people that I'm about to talk about. And some of them might want to take money from me after I talk and say that you probably shouldn't use them. But again, it is totally up to you and your family, whatever your family can afford. But I would do some research and find out if it's a good return on your investment. Got it? Pretty political answer, but I would say no. I think you can do it yourself, okay? When we talk about national websites, okay? Second thing, all right? Do you need a recruiting coordinator at your club? You need somebody at your club, whether it's your club high school or your club coach, your high school coach. Your high school coach has too much on their plate already, okay? They got to teach class. They have history class or PE class or math class. They have detention. They have all these. They have lesson plans. Believe me, I know. They don't have the time to go around and get you recruited. But your club probably has somebody within the club, whether it's the club director or there's a recruiting coordinator at each club, at the bigger clubs, that'll help connect you with college coaches. There is somebody within your club, if you play club volleyball, that will connect you with a college coach. They send me emails all the time, and they're personal emails. Those are the best. Those are the ones that I want to deal with. Often they'll ask me what we talked about before, Coach, what are your needs for 2022? And I'll tell them I'm going to start recruiting 2022 in the summer of 2020. So it's going to be a little while before I start going to at AAU or basically at Lone Star. I'll be looking at 2022 of their sophomore year. Okay. So when we talk about, hey, is there somebody that can help me out? Do I need a club recruiter? Do I need somebody within my club that'll help me? Yes. Do I need somebody in my high school? Man, your high school coach is already overwhelmed. If your high school coach is a club coach, that might be a great tool. But again, your high school coach is probably overwhelmed with a lot of things that they're going through. Your club coach probably is too. But again, the whole process of club is to get you to play college. Honestly, that's it. I can't watch you in high school because guess what? I got a game on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. I can't come to your tournament because I'm in a tournament in Dallas, Texas. But I can watch you in club because guess what? Spring season is a lot smaller, and even in spring season, my assistant can go and coach a match. I'm not going to miss practice to come watch you, but I might miss a little bit of a Saturday, tournament where the girls are just playing. All right. So for me, club coaches and a recruiting coordinator at a club is perfect. If you're a club director or you're a club coach, find a recruiting coordinator at your club. And you can increase your cost in order to cover it. You're already charging these kids $5,000. Charge them $5,500. Take that $500 from each player and give $5,000 to somebody and say, hey, you're the recruiting coordinator for this team. Okay? Number 3, personal consultants. Okay, I always mispronounce his name. His name is Dennis Roselle or Rosalie. All right. Kip, Tanny, or Tani, again, I miss his. Dennis has sportsconsultants.com. I'll have it right over here whenever I get to typing it out because I'll give you a link to it. Dennis is in Mobile and in Alabama and in Pensacola and then through to New Orleans. Does an amazing job. You're right. Should I pay this guy the money? The answer is yes. Because Dennis will be at your court and he's going to talk to me and he'll tell me, no, that's not a girl for you. Yes, coach, you need to go to court 127 at 5 o'clock because this girl is perfect for your program. Dennis and people like Dennis are amazing. Kip Tani, a varsity athlete, I'll give him a little shout out here too. Kip, oh my goodness. Sometimes I can't keep Kip from talking about his players. He loves his players. He adds value to his players. Dennis will go to your signing day. He'll be at your high school graduation. He'll probably come to your wedding. Kip's the same way. Another person that I absolutely love and think she does a great job, and she does it at a national level. We're talking NCSA, field level, Captain U type level. My Recruiting Solutions and Kara Hill, she has wonderful videos that you can watch every single day almost, where she helps you out with recruiting as well. But her and Sam love their players. I'm sure there are many more, and I don't know who they are. These are the people that I've dealt with personally. I've had dinner with Kip. He actually paid for my dinner. Unbelievable guy. Sam I've battled against when she used to coach in Memphis. Sam's an amazing former Division I head coach, and she's sitting in there telling you, she's going to know your level, she's going to know who you are, and she's going to find the right person for you. The return on investment on at least those three people are immense. They're unbelievable. And not only are the return on investment getting you to play college volleyball, but it's getting you to be an awesome woman too. I think that these three people and personal consultants that come to your games, that sit on the sideline, that go and talk to college coaches when they come by your sideline with their phones going like this, they're saying, hey, look at number 27. She'd be a great fit for your university. So personal consultants, the return on investment on those are unbelievable. They're worth every penny. Now, $10,000, no. But think about it. If they're going to get you a $100,000 scholarship, they're going to be at your signing day. They're going to walk with you hand in hand through these things that I'm going through with you here. But they're going to be not just talking to you once from a video screen. They're going to be stepping with you, and they're going to be talking to college coaches. They're going to be calling them and emailing them and working for you. These are the people you want by your side. If there is a person that comes to your court and watches you play, calls you on the phone and asks you questions like, what kind of school do you want to go to? How big do you want it to be? These are the people that are great people. If it's just a survey they send to you online, no. But if it's people that invest and add value to you, as well as add value to your pocketbook in terms of scholarships, yes. Okay, the three people I mentioned, I'm gonna put them right here. Those are their websites. If they're not in your area, find somebody like them, and maybe they can tell you who it is. But I'm gonna give them a free shout out. Again, I get no money for giving them a shout out. All right, I haven't recruited anybody at Kip's yet. So if you're an athlete for Kip, you can be the first one, come to Belhaven. But I've talked to Kara and Sam a lot about some of their players. They love their players. Kip absolutely adores his players. And Dennis, there's no greater man than Dennis Roselle or Rosalie or Dennis, whatever you pronounce your last name. It's spelled right there, but anyway. All right, but those three people I can recommend wholeheartedly. Okay, Sam and Kara count as one person because they're just awesome together. So personal consultants, yes, pay the money. They're worth their money in multiple. Okay, so get that. Recruiting websites, we touched on a little bit. Do I need a recruiting website? I like a GoDaddy website, but again, a YouTube website is just perfect. You get a YouTube channel, it's great. Again, you just do the hard work of emailing people, and then they'll come to your court, and they'll meet Dennis, Kip, or Kara, or Sam, or whoever else that you have there. Maybe one of your recruiting coordinators for your club, and then you're perfect. You're golden. You're good to go. So I don't necessarily think that you need some of these national ones. Again, they're probably going to email me and they're going to talk down to me, but I don't think you need these. I think that there's a lot of different ones that are helpful, that might be helpful to you and your family at the level that you play. Maybe you're in the middle of nowhere and there's nobody like this that can help you out. Yes, to get seen, if you're from Alaska or Hawaii, those are probably good things to have. If you're from Maine and there's not a whole lot of volleyball going on, or if you don't play club, definitely if you don't play club, I would recommend maybe a BERECRUITED or an NCSA or field level or whatever your family can afford, NSR. Captain U, I still don't understand, and they're asking to charge coaches. So any place that charges coaches to use it, I wouldn't probably recommend you get on there. If it's free for you and then we have to pay for it, we're not going to pay for it, and you're wasting your time putting something up on there. Not trashing Captain U, but I still don't know how to use it. Anyway, so recruiting websites, totally up to you, but I think that you can do a lot of those things yourself. If you're not getting the amount of action and the amount of emails and the amount of people connecting with you that you want, then I would venture into those. But I think that it can be done yourself by some little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of editing, a little bit of video, a little bit of fun, all right? YouTube channel that's free, a email address that's free at Gmail, and a bunch of emails. You can do that, all that stuff's free. But again, I would definitely recommend a personal consultant, somebody that's fighting for you, that has a good relationship with a lot of college coaches. That'll be helpful, okay? Last thing that I have here, camps and clinics. We talked about it before. You want to go to a camp of a school that you really want to go to. But, and then this is a big but, okay? But coaches make a lot of money at camps. I'm a coach, all right? At my college prep camp, we don't make a whole lot of money because I'm a smaller school and we're just building it up. But coaches make a lot of money at camp. So that camp invitation, make sure that you understand what that means. To a lot of people, that means, I'm interested in recruiting you. Please come to camp so I can see you a little bit more. To some people, I'm not interested in recruiting you, but since you're interested in me, I will take your $300. Thank you, goodbye. Understand when we talk about camps and clinics and recruiting done through camps and clinics, there is a thin line. Make sure that a coach is replying to your emails. If they're Division I, again, they probably couldn't while they're freshmen and while you're a freshman or sophomore. You have to go to their camp. But don't go to a camp at Penn State if you're a 5'2" middle, okay? Take a look at a school that's your level, one that you really want to go to, and go to their camp. That's a great way to get recruited. All right, so recruiting websites and these camp websites and some of these recruiting camps and recruiting clinics, and that's really what this whole question is about. Man, there's so much money in it, and maybe my nose is growing longer because I charged you to watch this. There's so much money in it that so many people are going for the wrong reasons. I've done some camps where the clinicians, the people that are charging you the money, aren't even there. They're hiring out everything else. All they want is your money. Please, please, please be careful with those. Ask college coaches about these clinics. I gave you a couple that I really liked. The Memphis Showcase at the end of January is great. The prep volleyball showcases are great. Kara Hill does one at T Street. Absolutely wonderful. She does a couple other ones too. Sorry, Kara, I don't know what those are if you're watching. Dennis does one down in Biloxi. There's one in Atlanta that Kip actually flies over from Colorado for at A5 in December. There's a high academic showcase if you have a 30 ACT or a better, and you have a 4.0. There's some great ones that happen at A5 in Atlanta as well. But beware of these flash in the pan, and get it all the money and rake it all in and not give the content. Because if you don't know about one, I would really ask a college coach, ask the coach that you're trying to go to. If you're a freshman or sophomore, ask a Division III coach, email me and ask me about it. I'll give you my best interpretation. I'm not trying to take money from other people. I'm really not trying to take money from you. I'm just trying to pay my hosting fees and pay my time. But I want you to understand that there are a lot of people that are out there that are not there to help you. They're there to help themselves. Find somebody that wants to invest in you. What is your ROI? What's your return on investment on these things? That's your biggest question that you have to answer. If you have money if you have $100 bills just falling out of your pocket, do everything, okay? It'll help, but you might get taken advantage of. Find people that want to add value to you, that want to make you better. Those are the people to stay with. If you need a recommendation for anybody around the Southeast or in California or Colorado, I got the person for you, okay? If you need somebody, please let me know. Email me and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Okay, thanks for listening. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of talking to you during this one. I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm trying to look out for you because there are a lot of people out there trying to reach in your wallet right now. I'm not trying to reach in your wallet. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to add value to you. I know you paid for this, and again, I honestly, I feel bad. This is not a money-making opportunity for me. This is something where I want to add value. I want to make better players for college coaches. This helps you. This helps college coaches. This helps me, okay? But this is what it's all about. The recruiting websites, there are some of them that are great and there are some of them that are not so great. Find somebody that adds value to you. Find a great return on your investment. Find somebody that really cares about your daughter or cares about you if you're the player. And then invest in them as they invest in you. I hope that's clear as mud. I hope that helps you. Again, if you have any questions, please email me. I'm just an email away, okay? I can help out as much as I can by NCAA regulations, and I will help you out as much as I can. Hope that helps. We're going to go ahead and step into the next section. We're going to talk about calling, making your first phone call to a college coach. Are you ready? Okay? We emailed them. Now you actually have to talk. This texting generation, this cell phone generation, all we do is text and post pictures on Instagram and comment on Instagram, but now I have to actually use my mouth and talk. We're going to talk about calling a coach in the next chapter. We'll see you there. Good luck and God bless.